camera's panning too fast. But it says record, you've got red light up. Obviously it's running. You can press that if you wanted to pause it at any stage.
Yeah.
And obviously don't put your finger across the front of the lens like I just did.
No.
Right. As I said, what we're going to do now is run around the outside, show you everything. Obviously a lot of the stuff will be familiar.
Yeah.
And go inside, there's obviously the heating, which is obviously going to be different.
Yeah.
And the control panel, which obviously will be different as well. You know, the more basic one than in your last van.
Yes.
Okay, so first things first, obviously the towing end of it, the pointy end. Obviously you had this on your last one.
Yeah, similar one, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah.
obviously slightly different handle, you probably had the reds, same as that
The red
stripe on
one,
there,
yeah.
All it is they change the handle. Everything's exactly the same, so if you've got an Alco hitch lock, it'll still
The red one,
yeah,
will fit.
It
We
will fit
wondered.
that one, yeah. So
Yeah,
all
right.
this here is still the same.
Yeah.
All that's still the same. It's just they've just changed the handle.
Yeah.
So it's working exactly the same. So make sure your tow ball is grease free. So you don't grease your tow ball. If you have any other trailers, obviously make sure you clean it because normally all the trailers run on a grease system. Obviously it works off friction. So paint needs to be off there as well. So if you've got a new tow ball on, or if you have or not, obviously paint needs to be off it as well because what it will do is contaminate the pads inside with the paint. So as it will remove the paint off your tow ball and contaminate that, and obviously it won't be working efficiently then. Okay, breakaway cable.
Yeah.
Happy with what that does?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. On this one, which you may not have had on your last one, which probably not, is ATC. Have you heard about that? Or read about
Gareth explained. Yeah, he was said about
The
it.
anti-snaking.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
It detects, obviously, movement. Then what it will do is apply the brakes slowly. So it's actually using the power from the car to operate it and detect it. All it will do is just apply the brakes very slowly for a period of around about 7 seconds. So you've got that bit of a movement. All it does is slow the caravan down, sorry. So it applies the brakes on the caravan and then the car just pulls it straight. So that's all it does. It's a very basic system. It is very efficient.
Yeah, it's just extra safety.
Obviously, it's still making sure you are loading it correctly. So don't think that will cut everything. It'll just be going dum, dum, dum. So the brakes will just be applying all the time. And you'll get really annoyed.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got an indicator light there. So you'll see that when we connect it up. Okay, green light. Obviously, that's the best one to have. Green means go.
Yeah.
If it's flashing green, all it means it hasn't quite completed its test. So
Right.
normally, from travelling from here up to the gate, about 100 yards, so it will finish off that test. If it goes red, obviously problem. So what you can do is disconnect the electrics from your car, give it a chance to reset and plug it back in again. Hopefully it will reset. It happened once or twice when we've been connecting up. If not, obviously there's still a problem. So what you can do is before you move off, you just move the caravan, because obviously the system applies brakes. So if you can move the caravan, obviously the brakes aren't on. If it won't, then obviously you can't. So if it will move, obviously you can still drive with it. So if you're desperate to move, still drive with it, but obviously the system won't be working. Okay, if it's flashing red, likelihood it has applied the brakes. So you can again try the system of unplugging it, plugging it, see if it will reset. Move it, if it will move, obviously you can still travel with it, but obviously you still need to get it checked out.
Yeah.
But if brakes have been applied, then obviously you're going to need someone to come out. There is a rod between the system and your brakes, which you can remove, but getting to it and underneath the caravan is not the easiest things to do.
Okay.
So you're probably better out.
So what sort of common things would it be then that
It's just systems
wouldn't
gone wrong.
let you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a system.
It's not
Systems
gonna be
operated for whatever reason. It's applied brakes.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm not an engineer, so I can't say the technical. This is why and this is that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it's just looking on the indicator light. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Gas locker. Obviously further in.
Yeah.
Onboard reg, which you would have had on the previous one, I would expect.
Yeah.
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 So you can operate butane or propane, so your red or your blue bottles.
Yeah.
Gaffer is getting you on to fit your
Yeah.
red bottle, which I think you said you had.
Yes.
But if you've got a fitting like that on the end of it, just before you use it, always make sure you are just checking it tight. Unless you've got the spanner fit one. Obviously the spanner, it's spanner on.
Yeah,
but if it's
it is, yeah.
hand tight, then it's. It all depends what Gareth brings out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know whether to swap.
Yeah.
Or
Well, they have got
say-
a life on them as well. So it's usually after about 5 years you change it. So obviously having a brand new caravan, obviously better to have a new one on. So you know you've got an idea of the date it is.
Yeah.
Obviously rubber will perish after a period of time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously jockey wheel clamp.
Yeah.
Obviously handbrake. So I would have thought they'd be pretty similar to your last one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and 13 pin electrics. Did you have 13 pin on your last one?
We had the double. We had
twin.
two.
Yeah.
So.
What have you got in your car now? Have you got? Did you
Oh yes, on the car it is. Yeah. So we just had an adapter.
You have an adapter. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, because some
So
people
that's-
automatically just put the twin on all the people who.
That's one thing we're quite pleased about. Obviously, you just got one, which just makes
a
a
mess
lot.
around with that extra cable, which is going to.
Well, the grey battery cable was always longer than the light cable, so you have to do something.
Yeah, you have to try and keep it all out of the way.
Keep it.
Yeah. Obviously, you still got to try and make sure you are doing that with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're parking on a flat and you've chocked the wheels, some of the vans we see have their handbrake on and some off. What would you recommend?
If you're on a slope, I'd probably have the handbrake on. If you're leaving it for a long period of time in storage or whatever, it's better to have the
Leave it
handbrake
off.
off.
Because it doesn't put the strain on.
On site, I always have the handbrake on.
Yeah, it's just in storage really.
Yeah,
We wondered, because I
in
think
storage
there's
for
a
a long
mix,
period,
isn't there?
yeah,
because
it
it is flat
will
when we
stick.
store it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so it can stick on.
Yeah.
We
As
always
long as you've got the legs down. If you've
put
got
legs,
the
Yeah,
chart,
yeah.
legs down.
It's not
It's
gonna go
chocked as
anywhere.
well where we store it, and
so, it's not
yeah. But it's like I say, it's just.
But if you're on a slope, you
when
just got to be
if it's
careful.
pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't do slopes really.
No, not if you know me, no. Right side of hills. Right,
Yeah.
so on your previous van, the boiler vent had a cover on it. This one hasn't got a cover on it, it's just that is your vent.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no cover to take off if you operate on gas, so that's how it is. If you're aware of what the boiler system is on this one, it's all combined into one unit. So you haven't got a fire in this one, you've got a boiler which is all one unit, heats the water and
Yeah.
the van central heated.
We don't know a lot about it yet.
No, you haven't read up anything
will.
about it. No.
No.
Okay, obviously I'll explain it. Basically, I don't obviously won't go into too many technical details, but
Yeah.
basic enough so you can use it and be confident when you're using it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, water in. Obviously that inlet there. It's probably pretty similar to what you had in the previous one.
Yeah.
To release it,
Well,
just pull
it's-
back on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's no pump on the end of here. It's just a pipe. Okay, so the pump is on board. It draws the water
Okay.
through the pipe.
Yeah.
You can just see what's happening with that. So a lot of people just tend to coil it up and put it in the sink when they're travelling. Just be careful, make sure it is out straight.
straight.
Yeah. Some people do put weights on it. It's up to you, but if you're not getting any water out, the likelihood is it's bent right all the way
That's
around
right.
and it's sucking air out the top of the acro.
Okay. Well, it is different. It's newer than
Yeah.
ours, obviously. Ours was the old pump.
Yeah. Right.
So-
So yeah, the pump is actually on board, which is a stronger pump than you would have had obviously
Yeah.
on the outer one, because obviously it has to be smaller to get through that hole.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, so batteries fitted.
Lovely. Yeah.
Electrics, always connect your electrics to your van first, then obviously pull
Yeah.
the cable fully straight and or not coiled up obviously,
Yeah.
and just make sure that it is going fully onto that connection there. We've had one or two that haven't pushed it fully on and it's actually welded it to it. We've had one or two just recently, so they're making everybody aware that just make sure you are pushing it all the way on. So pull the flat pack
Yeah.
and push it all the way on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that only just went in, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, they are quite tight.
And they
so-
made because we had quite a big gap when I bought this because
Yeah.
we bought this when we had the mover fitted,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it's
and I wasn't sure whether it fit.
Yeah, they
And
just-
but there was a lot of room.
fit. Yeah.
But yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fit.
It's
Obviously,
making better
that's the
use
main
of the
thing.
space, isn't it? I suppose.
Well,
but
yeah. But it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Also, what you've got down here, I don't know if you can see that there, just beyond the
Yeah.
point, there's an
Aerial.
inlet for the aerial. So obviously you can put that if you were to connect a satellite. So if you got a bollard on site with these super pitches, you can actually put an aerial point. Especially if the site's not a very good area, they've got a booster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually connect to that if you want to. Yeah, and that just slides
How
into that.
simple? Our old van never had that. Stupid.
Well, it should have had something similar.
Yeah, but not as deep as that.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, sometimes you tend to end up clamping it.
And
Yeah.
it squashed the cable every time you
Yeah,
put it in.
which is obviously not good, but
So
obviously
just
they've got
something-
extra.
Just simple, just something.
Yeah. Obviously,
Bit more thought.
hopefully they learn on these things and
Yeah.
improve it as you get onto a different one. Okay, fridge vents.
Yeah.
Okay, there. Wastewater outlet. Obviously there. If there's anything obviously, I'm not sure where you got your caravan from before. If there's anything you're not sure, like levelling caravan and things like that, you're happy with that? I had to level the caravan and
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long you've obviously been caravanning. I didn't ask that question
Yeah.
before.
6 years have we
Yeah,
been doing it now?
yeah.
Well, we seem to
So-
manage.
Yeah.
If you want to give us any.
I was going to say, there might be
Any
things we don't know about that
hints
we've been
and tips?
Yeah.
missing.
Obviously, I don't want to try and teach you suck eggs, but obviously for levelling, obviously you always level the caravan side to side first, especially if it's like,
Yeah.
if you've got a motor wheel anyway. But,
Yeah. Well, since we've had the move, we've only had the mover.
Oh, only a couple of months. I'm
Well,
sure.
a few months.
Yeah.
A few
So
months.
before you would have, if you put it up on ramps, you would have had to leave it on the
So
car and
obviously,
use the car.
it's much easier now.
Yeah, so you can
and
use
and
that.
honestly, is there spirit level on this?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I think it's on top of the range one.
Yeah.
I can't see from this angle. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh no, there is, yeah. There is on
There is.
on the Conqueror as well.
Yeah.
It's just here. Just on that little clip there, just beyond the window.
We'll have a look. We'll have a
Yeah.
look.
Not the easiest stuff to see, but
No.
yeah.
But yeah, so obviously I've just just got a strip level and
Well, that's
and
it,
level it up.
just as easy to use, yes.
Yeah, and I always put it on the floor. I think the floor's probably the
Yeah,
flattest
well, I always
place.
tend to put it just with the door myself.
Yeah.
It's easier to see, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so always level it side to side. Reasons are obviously drainage. So if you've got the sink plug hole that side and it's leaning that way,
Yeah.
obviously it's just going to sit in the sink and not in the same in the shower. Obviously.
Yeah.
Also, the fridge does not like working on the slope.
No.
So obviously making sure it's level. Once you've got it level side to side, so all you need to do is, what I tend to do is just put it further back than you tend to want it, obviously as long as there's no bollard or anything right beyond the caravan.
Yeah, and then you can
Put a wedge in for it and pull it forward if you've still got it attached to the car. Just trying to push it up, reverse it up the ramp.
Yeah.
Just the brakes will obviously start applying on the caravan and it's obviously pushing against your clutch, which obviously can start going.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So front to back's easy enough. Just wind it down the jockey wheel. Then put your legs down. You've got this obviously steadies, not to be used for jacking. So if you're aware of that, because obviously you can obviously it's been in each corner. It's obviously going to warp the chassis if you're not careful. So make sure you're doing
That's
that.
fine. Yeah.
Alright, okay, good. Toilets. So flush tank. So I assume you're happy with the pink chemical in there, top it with water.
Yeah.
Waste tank. Did you have the one with the wheels?
No.
On your previous one?
Not with wheels, no.
Right, so this one, easy to go and empty. So you've got your handle and wheels. Obviously, you're still got to pick it up to empty it, but you can drag it along to the empty point a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's
So the
bordering on
mechanism itself-
exciting as far as toilets go, isn't it? Wheels, woohoo.
Yeah, someone did mention that. Oh, that looks like something you drag through the airport. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't think it would. Imagine that going through the scan.
Through customs, yeah.
What have you got in that? I'm sure not.
That's the one the kids ride on.
I'll tell you what I've got in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be so interesting. Though.
Yeah.
Right, so mechanism, it's all the same still.
Yeah.
So you got your
I
air
recognise.
bleed.
I recognise all the bits there.
Yeah, that's it. And then inside here, if you notice, there's a float. You see that there? A little white
Okay, yeah.
float there. That's for the indicates on the top of the tank to say when it's full.
When it
Yeah.
needs. Yeah.
So if you're
In the middle of the night when you've got to go out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've done that at 2 o'clock in the morning before.
Yeah.
Especially with the kids.
Yeah.
But if you're going to clean it, if you do similar to what I do, is just put a bit of water in when you're emptying it and just slosh it around. Don't thrash it around because if that drops off, that's going to end up down the empty point as well, and you're not going to stick your hand down there to go and fish it back out again. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just slide that back in there. For winter, obviously now is quite a cold time. Just make sure that you are draining your flush tank. So that's the drain point, which is obviously a lot easier than you probably had that little tiny one in the corner on it.
Yeah.
What the best thing to do is use the flush on it to flush out as much as you can to start with. Because what the good thing about that is it's flushing the water out of the pump as well. Because any water held in that pump is obviously going to be vulnerable for especially this cold weather.
Yeah.
And then just drain the last little bit out through that. So all you do is just pull that out and it just drains the last bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're trying to drain a whole lot out, then you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, the other thing when travelling, don't fill that up before you go, because obviously it might overflow inside.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only going to be pink chemical, but you don't want that all over the carpet. So you can travel with a certain amount in, but don't put it full.
Yeah.
So
What's
if
it
you're-
about? 6 litre, something like
It's
that.
something like that. I don't know
Most of
exactly,
them,
exactly.
5 or 6
Yeah.
on there, yeah.
So you can travel with some in there if you want a pit stop on the way.
Yeah. A pit
Could
stop,
it-
did you say?
A pit stop, yes. Especially if you've got kids
Yeah.
or a wife.
All right.
Well, hey,